welcome to
Grab Life by the Horns.
Powered by Legacy Builders Global, and we are Jennifer Pecan and
Jan-Mark Pecan.
Hello and welcome to our today's episode of Grab Life by the Horns. Our today's topic is how to make sure that you will never succeed. Basically, it goes about the topic entitlement, and this is the favorite topic of Jan-Mark, so I will directly pass it on to you.
Yes, good morning also from my side, or good evening, or have a nice lunch break wherever you are listening to. So today's topic is one of my favorites because I think that entitlement in our society is one of the biggest problems we have today. It's the same like you see like a health crisis or whatever, but we are on the brink of a mindset crisis if we are not already there. Because for me personally today, a lot of people think that somebody owes them something, or that the society owes them something, their employer owes them something, the state, the government, whoever is like, because it seems to be easier to blame other people for not succeeding than yourself. And obviously we had the topic already with accountability, and we are always talking about that topic because we believe it's one of the key things in our life that makes us going forward, is because we hold each other accountable and others hold us accountable for the things we do and for the things we don't do.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
I gave you a break and you can talk.
Wow. No. If we are on a live event, this goes like we all behind the scenes. We are waiting and try to jump in and
and get me to stop talking
yes.
about it.
But this time, Juan is here as well. Good morning, Juan. This is so I was really surprised that you. Well, after 1 minute that you stopped. Exactly. So the thing is, if you want to succeed, you have to have a plan and a strategy, and you have to follow it. This is the most important thing, and I can tell you, in the last 2 weeks, it was just like, there is never a coincidence. When we talk about the topic, because every time when we set up the topic before, like we don't think about on this day, so we set it up before, and every time, like the week before or 2 weeks before, we have the perfect examples when we don't even think about this, of course, in this period of time when we have it, but when we have the podcast and thinking about, okay, what we talk about and what examples do we have, then it's just jumping in our mind that we just had again so many examples. And for me, in the last 2 weeks, I did a lot of book readings and online courses and all the things like that. Because we are starting dive deep into a topic, a special topic, and this is how I educate myself as well. So you study your stuff, and you try to understand better and more deeper into detail how you can make it. Because all the time we tell you, like, just start, go the first step, just start. 80% is better than nothing. And this is what we do as well. But now in different areas in our business, it's time now to dive deep and get better and better and better, and this is how we educate as well ourselves. Get coaching, get books from the like reading books and reading online or going through online courses. And one thing is really sure, and it just like even in industries like media or like movie making or something like that, where you think like you have this overnight success, and the people you just see them, and so many people go to LA and or to Hollywood and try to get explored, or like, how do you say that?
Exposed.
Exposed, yeah. And
or discovered is probably the better word.
Thank you. And just with like, you know, having a job and doing some stuff what they can do, but they don't have a plan to reach really strategically the goal, meeting the right people. And networking is super, super important, and networking is a part of that. Doesn't mean that you have this relationship is not real. Like, you really try to build these relationships with the right people that you can move forward. And of course, you will do business with people you like, and you trust. And you will not do business with people you don't like and trust. And but you have to do this networking, and you have to make this right, the right steps and the strategies. And don't think ever that somebody will discover you just because you're on social media. It will not be happen. You have to go out and do your work on a daily basis and constantly to reach your goal. Now I talked longer than you.
on this topic. No, I think entitlement is really one of the things that kills probably the most dreams.
Yeah.
Because people don't even start. Right, because when you think in a way that like in Germany, a prime example is that people think after the working, just because they paid into the retirement insurance, they are entitled to receive the money, even though the state sends you a letter that clearly specifies what amount you will receive. And if you do the mathematics with like the inflation and everything, you realize that you will not be able to live from it. But there comes the difference. Some people do the math and start acting. Some people only do the math and say, well, that's going to be really shitty. And some people don't and some people don't even do the math. Right? So there are the three categories.
That's true.
And it's true on every single thing. It's also, I mean, it's like I worked in corporate for quite a while, and a lot of people think because they are doing a good job that the company owes them a promotion. That is not how it works, okay? Because the thing is, the company will always, like, yes, they will reward good work, but good work just means that they basically pay you the same amount of money and maybe a little bit more, but really, really a little bit, if you subtract inflation, and that's about it. Because see it from the other side. Why would they pay you more? You are doing the same thing. You are doing it a little bit more efficient, so they pay you a little bit more because they know they are getting a little bit more out of you. They can squeeze you a little bit more, so they give you a little bit more money. But they will not promote you because you are like, if you want that promotion, it's on you to actually go and try and get that promotion. And that sometimes means that you have to take the risk and jump and go to another company or become self-employed. Okay, because when you think about entitlement and where it really comes from, it comes from having a title. And today, like, if you are not born with a title, then there is nothing. It's from the old age. Like, you were entitled to something because you had a title. If you were lord of whatever, you were entitled that everybody there works for you and that everybody pays you taxes from your land. That is basically where that all comes from. But this changed. I mean, that's like 200 years ago.
And people wanted that it changed. Like, they want to have the same status as well, and they want to work for it.
That's for me the biggest paradoxon ever. It's like people want to have a self-determined life. They want to be able to live on the beach. They want to be financially independent, financially free, or filthy rich, depending on what the goal is. But very few of the people that want that, and we have met a lot of people that all want like to have this kind of lifestyle on the beach, not working or just working like when I want it and do whatever I want. but very few of them actually put in the work in order to get there. And that's the thing. Some people think they are entitled to this kind of lifestyle, but you are not. The only thing in the world that is pretty much secure is that everybody at one point in life will die. That's the common denominator. Yes, I know. Mic drop. Yeah, I know. A lot of people. They always hate me when I say that, but that's the thing. That's the only thing the world owes you. Nobody owes you any. Your parents, not nothing. Nobody. It's like, face it. If you the sooner you accept that you are responsible for your own life, for your own luck, because luck favors the ones that do something.
That's true.
And there is a reason for it. And it's not the law of attraction. It's simply the more you do, the more opportunities will automatically come, because the more you talk to people, like you said, on networking, means that more people will know what you do, more people will be exposed to you, and somebody at some point will remember, oh, I talked to her and she's in real estate. Let's give her a call. Or I talked to him and he's in the insurance business. Let's talk to him. So it's like this luck is really then created, and other people think it's like, why are the people like so lucky and I'm better? And that's a lot of the time the fact. Actually, the people that are selling the most, that are more successful, are not always the best. Very seldom, in fact. They are the fastest, and
they can sell themselves better.
They can sell themselves better,
and they are asking.
And they are asking, yes, they are asking, what can I do for you? What can you do for me? How can we do business? And they are simply moving the needle every single day. And that's why they, at the end, are more rewarded than maybe somebody that has like all the skills in the world, but is not like putting herself or himself out there.
That's it. Basically, if you think like, if you really want to succeed, you have to build your success like you would build a house. Okay, you start with a basement.
That's a good one.
And then, again,
Yep.
like I make it like this is my personal goal on each recording. Sorry that you say this at least one time. That you have to build a house. You start with the basement. In the beginning, nobody will see you, and you start digging the hole. Okay, like this is it. And then you step by step you work yourself up. But each level is work. It has nothing to do like maybe you meet a person faster than another person, or like you are, but if you are sitting at home, you will never meet these people. So you have to go out. The more you go out, the more potential luck you have, because like you are going out and you present yourself, you are visible. You have to be visible to the right people. And the more risk you're taking, that means as well that you are traveling maybe not only in your country, but you go to another country, you go to America, or you visit other countries. The more visible you are in the world, the more people you will meet, the more and the faster you will build your levels, and everything. And like I just got a WhatsApp as well. From a good, I would not say friend, but how do you say Bekannter?
I don't know.
Okay, you know what I mean. But it's like, it's not a
distant friend.
Okay. And he spoke as well how the media is basically having us in control what we think about, especially now about Corona and about all the things happen now in Germany. And if you know that the media is doing this, and the media, you can control the media as well for your own thing. What do you think, like what you will see in media, and how the people who are successful, they are not coming there by accident. So they build their relationship with media. They show them what they have so they can present it to them, because the media is looking always for content. If you are not talking to journalists or to reporters to present your message, and that you would like to bring out your message, you will not be seen by them. They will not ask you. In fact, like if something really bad happens or like there's a huge thing, of course, but these are really the rare moments. And this will not happen for the most of us. But we fight so much in the past that we all have the same opportunities, the same chances, and that's not that not the title will decide if you have a good life, a poor life, or a rich life. We fight for that. Like in the past, people fight for that we have the same opportunities. And now you have the same opportunities, and now you think, well, you know what, actually, I did already my stuff, why the people don't see me? No, you succeed and you get your stuff as soon as you do the right things and step by step and constantly work for that. It does not mean you do 1 week like all-nighters and you put every work in and after that week you think like you get everything. That's not working. It's built for years. And in every single opportunity in life you can imagine, like health, fitness, education, like networking, building relationships, coaching, everything. Like you have to bring all together. You cannot say like if you are closed-minded in only one topic, it will have an effect of all the other areas in your life as well. So you have to learn to be open-minded and really work on every single thing. It doesn't mean that you have to do all at the same time, but you have to focus on what's the most important for you, but you have to be open and open even to listen to some new things. Like I have so many people in my life when they ask me and I give the advice, and I would never give an advice without I'm asked, by the way. And I give the advice and I get the reaction, oh, okay, but actually I asked this one and I have already this solution. Yeah, why you ask me then? Like, then do what you think. Like if you are not open even to listen and you are already closed and you cannot even hear what I'm saying, it's too late. Like there's already the point. Like it's too late. You will never go forward.
True. And I thought you brought up a good thing on coaching, because it's like there and we have paid a lot of money for coaching. We have received a lot of coaching. Yes, invest. And it really helped us in order to have the life and have the vision for our life that we have right now. We wouldn't be here if we wouldn't have done it, if we wouldn't have invested the money, if we wouldn't have had the coaches we had. But there's one thing, and that's where all of this falls apart for many, many people, is a lot of people get coaching these days. And there are I don't know, there are so many coaches out there. Sometimes I have the feeling they're only coaches and nobody is like building a company. But that's maybe just my perspective. But the thing is that a lot of people, they also feel entitled when they get coaching. And this is then sometimes, I'm not saying always, because I know there are bad coaches out there, but that's sometimes where even great or good coaches get bad reviews. It happens, okay? Because the thing is, when the coach can only guide you, they can only show you the perspective, they can open your mind, they can tell you what's possible, they can move you, they can support you, but you have to do the work. And that's where for a lot of people, I'm not saying for you, but for a lot of people, it falls apart. Because they pay money, and sometimes they pay significant money, 4 digits, 5 digits, it's easily spent on coaching. And then they think because they paid that and they spend 3 days with somebody, 12 hours a day or more, that they go home and they do one post on Facebook and they open a company and they will be a millionaire. It doesn't work like that, okay? It does not work like that.
But it's a great dream.
It's a great dream, yes. It's a great dream, and I'm not saying that some people don't sell it that way, okay? Because some people sell it the way that in their marketing, that basically you come and overnight you will become a millionaire.
Yeah, but because you want to hear that. To be honest,
That's
you want to
thing.
hear that, and this is the problem. This is where marketing separates from the real world,
From reality.
and the thing is, you would never click on a post when they say come to me, I show you how you work your butt off the next 10 years to become a millionaire. You would say no. Sorry.
No, thank you. I take the one where I go on a retreat on a weekend and then it happened.
Exactly. So you just come because they sell you the dream you actually have, but they tell you at least when you see it, the good coaches, that you have to do the work. They don't hide it, and if you listen to them and if you read between the lines when they tell you what they're doing, you see, oh man, that's a shit lot of work.
Yeah, but
every day, and even we have regular coaching calls as well, and when we see what he is doing, then this is crazy. This is just crazy, but he does it for years now already.
Yeah.
And we and then in our case, compared to this, we are still in the beginning. So, but it's a lifestyle. If you want to succeed in this way, and it doesn't matter, it hasn't to be of course we are talking a lot about business, but it's as well if you want to change your shape, if you want to eat healthy, and this is our next goal for us, that we change our nutrition to plant-based nutrition.
And believe me, that is not easy for me.
For
because
me,
I love a steak.
For me either. So it's really totally out of our comfort zone. And sometimes you see that, and because good coaches tell you what you must hear, but you don't want to hear it. So they and this was the same effect. So we knew them. That's true. We must change that. And then you think about because I'm a chocolate lover. And I love pizza and steak and all good food. And I said, okay, this is not anymore in this plan. So it does not mean that we have to do it 1,000%, but at least we said, well, 80%, and at home we will follow the rules. And then if you go out for the restaurant, we take it more casual, I would say. But we are totally aware of that. If you start with that, your taste will change and your feeling will change, and you will not.
And you might just stop also in a restaurant eating a burger because you know it's not good. And to be honest, the body feedback you will get if you are on a healthy plant-based diet is probably as soon as you had that burger, your body will tell you you are a goddamn idiot. Why did you do that to me? But that's the thing. We get always constant feedback in life on everything.
Yeah.
And it's you have to have a strategic plan for your life. That's your job. It's your life, nobody else's life. You are responsible for your own life, for your financial well-being, for your health, for everything. Okay? So everything is a result of the choices you make every single day. The choices are not made in a mastermind on the weekend. That can help you. It can accelerate you. It did it for us. It does it for many people, but only if after that you do it. Otherwise, it's simply hype. You go there and it's yay, and it's imagine because okay, that sounds like a little bit like coaching bashing, which is it not. If you look at the marketing, what does Nike sell you? What does Under Armour sell you? They sell you wear the shoe and you will run faster. They don't tell you that yes, you wear the shoe, you might run faster, but you have to run 5K every single day.
You have to run by yourself. It's not the shoe who's running.
Exactly. It's not. But it's that thing. It's the same with Coca-Cola and the lifestyle and everything. So it's not bad, it's not good. It's the same what Rolex sells you. It's basically wear the watch and everybody knows you are successful. And some people wear the watch and they can barely afford it.
And some people who doesn't wear the watch, they will never meet the woman of their life. Sorry for that.
Yeah, but I don't know if you wanna really. I personally wouldn't want to date the woman that just dates me because of the watch.
It's not a topic for you. You have to take care about actually.
That's true. I'm married.
Yeah.
I'm happily married. And the thing is,
the train left.
Toot toot. But let's go back to the strategic planning for a moment, okay?
Sorry.
Let's become a little bit serious here.
Yeah.
You have to have the strategic plan, and everything you do needs to move yourself forward, okay? If you want to defeat the entitlement thinking, you have to become responsible and to have to accept, and that's more important, accept the responsibility for everything. I lately listened to the book Extreme Ownership, which was written by the Navy SEALs, and it's if you hear them, because they talk a lot about the battles they had in Ramadi and like the guys that died and how everything happened and so on, and how the commanders that wrote the book feel responsible for what happens. And I think if you feel responsible for somebody's death, that's probably one of the biggest burdens you can have in your life. Okay, that's not a good feeling. But the thing of the book is basically they say you have to be responsible for every single thing you do, you decide, and even that people do to you. Okay, it's like it might feel unfair, yes. And we get that same feeling if we think we treated somebody well and they don't like echo the same treatment to us, it hurts, okay? Yeah. But we have to accept that, and we just have to take the consequences out of that, which does not mean for us, and we are fully aware of that, with the next person we will do the same thing. We will trust in the beginning, we will share, we will be open, but we are aware that there are people out there that will take advantage of it, which for us is fine, because we think that the more we share, the more kind we are, we will attract the right people in our life, and they will stay, and everybody else will just move out of the life. And that's the thing for you as well. If you want to remove this entitlement thinking, you have to accept the responsibility for everything. Your car breaks down, your fault. Okay? You bought the car, you drove the car, you could have gone to maintenance earlier, you could have bought a different car, a more reliable one. If your
the electricity was a good
the electricity, like last Sunday we had 6 hours no electricity, and it's our fault. We could have bought a generator already. We didn't. Okay, so I will go and I will buy a generator, right? Because I don't want that happens again to us. But I cannot blame anybody in this world except for myself.
I want to show it as well on the health side, because when and I'm these words, what I'm telling you or what we are telling you, my mom has to hear as well, because when she has when she goes to the doctor, or she is or she does not feel well and she's complaining, I tell her the same. Like, you don't have to wonder that you feel so bad because you treat yourself not in a good way. Like, if you would treat yourself in a better way, then it might not happen. So in the background, now it happens. Felix was really, really in a good mood the last, and you did a great job in the last 30 minutes almost. And last week our nanny
quit. Let's put it like that.
Okay, let's put it like that. And so Felix is here, and he did really a great job, but now he needed help. But what I wanted to say is that in the health part, and you see it really as with your body as well, you are responsible how long basically you live. Okay, like if you take care of yourself, and I don't mean like the accidents, but in even that, if you would believe in the book like the Secret, even that is made up by you, and everything what you're believing in and your mind focus on, it will guide you to this point. So you are fully responsible in any way, like as you said, like what people are doing to you as well. Even if the bus hits you, like it has something to do with you as well. So you take the responsibility. It means in the consequence like that. And the same in the health part, I think the same as well. Like if you don't eat healthy, if you're not doing sports, and with my mom, for example, it's like really that the mobility stuff that we are talking a lot about this as well. And she knows that. She knows that, but at the same time, she complains. And I don't listen to that. And I tell her, stop complaining to me because you know my opinion about that. And she knows that. And this is like, we are totally, I would not say brutal, but we are brutal honest in this.
We are brutally honest.
in this way. But she is changing as well because she understands better and better. And obviously, because she is not, I was raised in a different way because obviously I have the mindset from my parents. And I changed it by myself with my coach because I understood I don't want to have this type of life. I want to have more in life. And this is not, I don't feel guilty about that. I want to have more in my life. I have like big visions, and we have big visions. We want to achieve great things. And for that, you have to set up your mindset in the right way, and your body and your health and all your environment. And this is totally up to you. So at the moment, if you are sitting at home and in the lockdown and Corona happens and you don't want that, why you did not act in the first lockdown that you are not there in the second lockdown? Because everybody knew there will be a second lockdown. What did you do not being there? And are you complaining right now being in this lockdown? Of course we had already the plans to move here in August, but we always said like, okay, the lockdown happens, like nobody could really see that. But the second lockdown, we will be here. That's we don't have a lockdown. We like basically we are in a safe bubble, and we don't basically. It's not like not 100% true, but I would say that we not even know that Corona exists if you put it like really in the extreme way. And
because it doesn't influence that anymore. And
exactly
that's the same thing as like. Let's go back to the media for a second because of the time, but a lot of people think the media like that they are entitled, that the media tells them the truth. The truth is something that most people don't want to hear. That's the first thing, especially when it's the truth about them and their actions. The second thing is the media does not exist. The media is multiple different companies that need to make money. That's the media. So what will they do? They will report on things that you will watch or that you click on, right? A headline where it says like 150,000 people today recovered from Corona. Nobody is gonna click on it. But if it's a headline, like the cases quadrupled and it's 126,000 cases per day in the US, everybody will like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? So it's like it's like this. If you want the truth, you have to look for it yourself. Nobody's gonna present it to you on a silver plate. The success is not coming on a silver plate. The truth is not coming on a silver plate. The knowledge is not coming on a silver plate. Because that's one of the things I read lately a lot also, and all over the internet, is where people complain that there are a lot of coachings for things that are like common know-how. that you can get easily on the internet. If you watch like 100 YouTube videos, you will get the same, and they are all for free. And that is true. That is true. The knowledge is out there. The knowledge is available to everybody. That's the great thing of the internet. It democratizes knowledge because everybody has access to the same knowledge. The thing is only, are you searching for it or not? And the other thing is that people don't want to spend maybe 100 hours, 200 hours, 1,000 hours watching through different YouTube videos, the good ones, the bad ones, and trying to make notes and figure out for themselves, like for example, how trading works. Okay, it's the same for me. Okay, yeah. I booked a trading seminar because I know the guy, I know the success he has, I know that what he's talking about is working. And I knew I go there, it's going to be 4 days, it's going to be all the knowledge compressed. And yes, I probably could have figured that out like all by myself. I would have probably paid the same amount of money, I would have just lost it on the stock market. And that's a type of payment as well. And I would have needed much, much more time than I needed now. And that's the thing, is how do you value your time? For me and for us, time is the most valuable resources because we can only spend it so much. We have only 24 hours. We need a little bit of sleep. We want to spend some time with our son Felix, and we want to get work done. So we are very particular on what we do with our time. We do the things that need to be done, yes. And sometimes those are taxes and bookkeeping, and I really hate it. But it has to be done. But other than that, we are focusing on growing the company, helping our investors produce content, and doing all the things we love and we like. And sometimes that means you are willing to pay 1,000 euros, 200 euros, 500 euros, like for the online course. We don't talk about the prices what we buy, but for the online course you paid gladly because it compressed the knowledge that you would have probably be able to figure out yourself, and you were able to do the thing in like 2 days or two and a half, or how long it took, in order to gain to the next knowledge and add something strategically into our company, into our life, and to move us forward. So for us, it was an investment of a couple of €100 in order to save the time of trial and error and retry and
figure out if the information is working or not. You never notice if you have it for free, you know, like you get what you pay for. And I know we are really like concentrating and focusing on the entrepreneurial life, but as an employee as well, if you focus on the things, for example, there is a great example when it comes to Excel sheets or Microsoft Office, for example, okay? And if you work with these tools and you say, well, I cannot work with, sorry when I get a little bit distracted, Felix is in the background. I could not do this Word document so good, or I could not do this fancy Excel sheet because I have not the knowledge. But this person next to me did the studies and was in university, and they had this topic in the studies and they learned it by this. I had not this opportunity, I'm sorry, but you have this opportunity to go on YouTube and search for tutorials in Excel and make the same Excel sheet. It's up to you. And this is what I did during my time when I was employed as well, when I had to do this. You have to learn how to look for things you don't know. The life is you are basically the whole life in university. You have to study every single day and to figure out how the things are working. Don't expect that anybody comes to you and help you. Everything, doesn't matter what it is. Find the right people who can help you, but you have to do the research. The better you know about this topic and the better you can explain what you want, the better the results are. So never expect that, if you go to people and let them make the decision for you, it's too late. You're entitled. And the opportunity or the possibility that you will not succeed is really high. So take the responsibility for yourself and go for it. Make your life the greatest life in the world. And and if you are entitled, or if you feel entitled to the things, this is definitely the way you make sure that you will never succeed in life.
What great words to end it. There is nothing more to add. It's the biggest killer. Just get rid of it. Accept the responsibility for your life. Search for the knowledge. Search for the people you want to be surrounded with. And just go out there and make your vision come true. That's your responsibility. And you are entitled to making it true. You are not entitled to receiving it. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And we'll hear you on our next episode of Grab Life by the Horns.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Do you want to get paid? Introducing Legacy Builders Global, where everybody gets paid. We don't create investors. We create legacy builders. Legacy Builders Global. Visit us at www.legacybuildersglobal.com.